Everybody. Weather.
Chúc mừng, yeah, con trai, she passed, yeah. Wow, she just passed, she just got out.
My name Pumpkin. Same name.
Both names same?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And not related. You all just came so you could confuse me. Tao 1, Tao 2. I can't do all of this. So, does this mean I'm a commanding officer?
Teacher. Oh, yes, you're the boss.
Yeah, I'm the boss. What's the date today? Tuesday. You have to emphasize the S. Tuesday. So you don't want to say today. Today is not right. Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Tuesday. Mm-hmm. March. Yeah, March 28, 2023. 23. Or you can say 2023. Or you can say 2023. That's easier probably. 2023. 2023, that's right. So if you're trying to say 2000, that's for this number, 2023. Or you can combine these two and say 2023. 2023 is probably easiest. And go. Trudy. I know that one. So my name has the two letters, one sound. TR. Hello. Tom. Bit. Tom and Bit. Yeah. So my name has this two letters, one sound. Trudy. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it. So say this word again. Tuesday. Yeah. Tuesday. That's it. Tuesday. And March. Mm-hmm. Very good. And say this word. And of course the N400. The N400, from what I have heard, is where a lot of people fail.
Nói từ cái phần mà nào cũng trong đó là nhiều người bị rớt cái phần đó.
So you can learn how to do your small talk, and you can learn all your civics and history questions, and you can know how to read and to write. And then when it comes to this, there are questions in there that are tricky. Tricky meaning they're confusing. And if you're not ready for them, then you might give the wrong answer. So it's very important to know your N400 backwards and forwards.
Cái phần này nào 400 á, là chúng ta phải rất là nhuần nhuyễn ha. Chúng ta như là biết nằm lòng luôn á, tới lui chỗ nào cũng biết, bởi vì cái đó là thông tin cá nhân của mình, giống như là cái tiểu sử của mình đó, mình phải biết.
And the thing about that is, for each of you, they're different. So you know yourself better than anybody. So you practice your N400 information with yourself. And you go over it and over it with yourself, and be aware of the tricky questions, which we try to help you understand which ones those are. Going on. So, small talk. And obviously, one of the questions that you can ask people is, how are you? Which is kind of, I guess, what you're meaning by health. Yeah. Okay. So the officer can say to you, how are you today? How are you today? And let's see, what's the next page? These are what you can say. You can say, I'm fine, or I'm good. And if you want to add thank you, that's great. That's very, very pleasant. Or you can say, I'm doing well. What does well mean? It means I'm good. I'm good. I'm well. I'm good is less correct English than I'm well. But everybody says it, I'm good. So, I'm good. I'm fine, meaning I have no major problems. Now, some people say I'm fine, even when it's not true. That's like, you know, I don't really want to tell you what's going on in my life, so I'll just say I'm fine. And that's okay. You can do that. Or let's see if you have a different thing. Let's go back here just a minute. Somebody says to you, how are you today? And you can say, yeah, I'm not feeling real well. That's okay. If you're not feeling real well, you can say it, you know? And you can also say, I'm having a hard day. I'm having a hard day. Meaning, I'm not really ready for this interview, but I'm here anyway because I had an appointment. You can be honest. In other words, what I'm telling you is you can be honest. You don't have to just memorize an answer. You can say for yourself where you're at. And that's what really this question is supposed to be, somebody showing interest in you. How are you today? Now, yes, it's true. Lots of times it's not really real personal. But you can still act like it is, and you can still tell somebody, yeah, I'm not really feeling real great today. And that's okay. And then you can go on, and if they say, are you nervous? Nervous. So if your interviewer asks you that, are you nervous? Nervous meaning shaky. Yeah, nervous. If your interviewer asks you that, it may mean that they're going to try to put you at ease. Yeah, why don't you go over that with them?
Thông thường những người giám khảo đó họ cũng thấy, họ cũng thông cảm á, bởi vì phần đông khi chúng ta vào mà phỏng vấn á, thì hồi hộp run, đúng không? Thì khi mà người giám khảo hỏi mình cái câu này á, là họ cố gắng để cho mình thoải mái đó, cho nên có những cái trường hợp những cái cô chú đã đi thi rồi chia sẻ đó, có cô kia vào run hết á, cái người giám khảo cứ ngồi đó cứ nói rằng có cần uống nước không, có muốn đi vệ sinh không, đó cứ ngồi đó cho chờ giống như nửa tiếng luôn á, để mà bình tĩnh, lấy bình tĩnh.
So some interviewers might be really nice, and if you are very nervous, they know that you might have a little bit more trouble than otherwise. So if they see that you look very nervous, they might ask you this so that they can then try to make you more calm. They can try to help you. They can try to give you a little bit more, second chances, like at an answer and stuff like that. Some interviewers might be really mean. They might be having a hard day. I don't know. You never know for sure what your interviewer is going to be like. And in the little experience we've had with people doing interviews, some are really nice and really easy, and others are really not. So you're not going to know what your interviewer is like. But if they ask you, are you nervous? It can be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. They could why are you nervous? Don't you know the answers to your questions? And they might be, are you trying to hide something? So it's not necessarily a bad question. It could be a good question. It's just something that if you are really nervous, it's okay to say that. That doesn't mean that you're automatically going to fail.
Wow, that's a very good tip. Let me explain to them. Họ nói khi người ta hỏi cái câu hỏi này thì cũng tùy các hội giám khảo ha. Có khi những người giám khảo khó đó thì người ta thắc mắc tại sao mà run, tại sao mà hồi hộp, tại sao mà sợ, hoảng sợ. Có lẽ không học bài đúng không? Hay là muốn gian dối gì đúng không? Đó, cái người mà khó, người mà dữ đó thì sẽ nghĩ như vậy. Nhưng mà cái người mà hiền, những người tử tế tốt đó, giám khảo hiền tử tế tốt thì họ muốn cho mình có một cái cơ hội để mình bình tĩnh, để mình thấy thoải mái, để mình trả lời cho nó đúng, cho nó tốt và mình đậu. Đó thì tùy theo giám khảo, cho nên mình trước khi đi phải cầu nguyện thật nhiều để Chúa cho giám khảo tốt nha. So I'm telling them, based on what you said, and there's two kinds of officers, and I tell them pray a lot before you go, so God give you a good one.
Okay. Are you nervous? So, yeah, are you nervous? So you can say a little. If you are not nervous when you go to an exam, then you're not really thinking right. Everybody's nervous at exams. So anyway, a little.
Help them pronounce that.
A little. A little. Or another question that can be asked or talked about, another topic, is the weather. Today we could say, "Brr, it's cold outside." Because I was ready for spring. I don't know about you, but I was ready for spring. So the weather. No. TH has to be weather.
This is a tricky word for most.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to hear everybody say it separately. Weather. Yeah.
Không phải là chúng ta giống
Weather.
đó là
Think about the word the. The. The is T-H-E. That's the. Okay, so think about weather. Weather, okay? Weather. It's these two letters, one sound. TH is the. See where my tongue is? The. So you don't put your lips together. You put them apart.
dạ, hai cái môi chúng ta không có chạm nhau ha, lưỡi phải le ra ha.
There. Yeah. Weather. Weather. Yeah, you're getting close. And not quite. No, not quite. So I'm hearing two different syllables. That's good because there's two syllables. The. That's better. Nah. Weather. Oh, that's good. Weather. Yeah, it's hard. I didn't realize this was going to be that hard. But yeah, it's two syllables. Weather. With is not a problem. These two have to go together. One sound. You can make that sound just by itself. It's practice. Everybody. Weather. Okay, I'm going to say some of the ways to not say it, okay? Wetter. Don't say that. Don't say what I'm saying now. Just listen. Just listen, okay? Hear the difference. Wetter. Is that right? No. Just listen. Just listen. Listen. Weher. Is that right? No, because there's no T sound. So you have to have the two together. Weher. No, there's no T sound. Wetter. No, there's no H sound. Weather. TH, two sounds together. Weather. And the accent is on the first syllable. Weather. This is like I said, it's something you might need to stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself, and make the noise.
Nói cái điểm nhấn mạnh là cái vần đầu tiên á.
There. And again, think about this word. See, the. That's the TH. The. That's the beginning word for lots of sentences. The.
Chữ thì là một cái chữ đứng trước một cái danh từ đó.
Okay, going on. Okay, so your interviewer could say to you, "How is the weather outside?" Weather. Outside is obviously outside. And you could say any of these. Don't say them all together.
là có nhiều, chúng ta nói một trong những cái từ này thôi ha.
You could say it's nice, or you could say it's warm, or you could say it's cold, it's hot, it's rainy if the rain's coming down, or in Oklahoma it's windy a lot.
Oklahoma thì gió nhiều lắm ha. Chúng ta một trong cái từ đó.
Those are all possibilities. Windy. Yeah. It's often windy and cold here. So you could say, how is the weather? It's cold and windy. Or it's windy and cold. Yeah, you can combine them. It's nice and warm. Well, you could say it's nice and warm if you like warm weather. Yeah. Most people don't like rainy weather, but every now and then you might be in the mood for rain. Now they're going to really get to know you. If your interviewer asks you, do you like this weather? Do you like this weather? So that's your interviewer trying to get to know you. Why else would he ask you what you like? So depending on how you answer this, if you say, I love this cold weather, they might ask you as a follow-up, where did you grow up? If you grew up in the northern part of the United States where it's cold a lot, that might explain why you like cold weather. It's sort of like it's kind of flowing, one kind of question right after the other. So most of us would say, do you like this weather? Like if it's like outside right now, we're like, no, I don't really like cold weather. I know you guys don't really. Does anybody here like cold weather? I didn't think so. So you may not know this, but I grew up in Bangladesh. Yeah, it's right over there near Vietnam. And it's warm and humid. And whenever I first came back to the United States, I didn't know how to dress for cold weather, and I hated it. So.
Lớn lên thì trở về Mỹ đó thì lạnh quá thì bà không có biết cách mặc quần áo ấm như thế nào và bà rất là ghét cái thời tiết ở Mỹ, giống chúng ta.
I had to finally learn about big coats. Do you like this weather? And you can say, yes, it's beautiful outside. Beautiful. Outside. Yeah. Say yes. Oh, I'll get some in a minute. Okay. Remember the S. Yes. Yes. Don't say yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Y-E-A-H. That's another form of yes, but it's not a more correct form. Yes with the S is the most correct form. Yes. Yes. Okay, so if you say, yes, it's beautiful outside. Beautiful outside. Beautiful. Beautiful. Uh-huh. That means that you really like that weather. If you think it's beautiful outside, you really like it. Or you could say, it's springtime. Springtime. This is two words put together. Springtime. Springtime.
Nó là mùa xuân đó, hai cái từ nhưng mà nó gộp lại với nhau ha. Chung với nhau.
Okay, listen to me just a minute.
Nghe lắng nghe.
Time. Time. You have to have the M sound, otherwise somebody's not going to understand what you're trying to say.
Chúng ta phải nói
Time.
cái âm M đó, M đó.
Springtime. Springtime. And I love it. And I love it. So this is two words here, even though they're kind of close together. Love, Love has to have the V. Love it. Love it. There you go. Or they could ask you about how you got to your interview. Transportation. Okay. Exactly. Break it down into the syllables. Trans, pour. This is a pour. Transportation. Tion is always said shun. Transportation. And remember the N. Transportation. Transportation. How did you get here today? Here. How did you get here? How did you get here? So this is asking about if you drove yourself, or if somebody dropped you off, or if you took a bus, or what other, did you ride your bicycle? There's a lot of ways. Did you just walk here? There's a lot of ways you can answer this, which we'll probably go over here. Okay, so here's an important letter, because CAME is different from COME. Came is past tense.
Maybe put the word come in for them too.
Yeah, but you don't want to say I come here.
Yeah, just for them to kind of know what they're explaining.
See the O? Come. I come is present tense. But you're not actually coming whenever you're at your interview. So you have to say I came. Came here by car. That's right.
Chúng ta thấy là cái từ came là quá khứ ha, thì quá khứ của come. Đó, cái thì quá khứ so I explain to them that.
Cái came là đã đến rồi đúng không?
Đúng rồi, đã đến thì cho nên chúng ta phải dùng cái từ came. Tôi bỏ vào chữ come để cho chúng ta biết rằng cái đó là thì hiện tại. Nhưng mà chúng ta phải nói là came ha. Came.
Yep. Or another way to say that is I drove here. See these two together? That's a combination sound, two letters, one sound. Drove. Okay, don't make it two syllables though. Don't say drove. Don't say that. Just put the v sound on the end of one syllable. Drove. Drove here.
Chúng ta thấy cái từ đó chỉ là một cái vần thôi nha. Chúng ta đừng làm nó trở thành hai cái vần, nhưng mà drove và chúng ta thấy là hai vần ha. Cho nên mà bạn nói rằng chỉ là một cái vần.
Drove. Of course, when you say I drove here, the interviewer might say, did you drive a car or did you drive a bus? Because you can drive lots of different things. But if you drove here, normally you would be driving a car. Yeah. I drove here. Okay. Is there another one? Yes. Here's another possibility. My husband or my son or my daughter drove me here. And that would mean they dropped you off, right? So whatever's appropriate for you.
Chúng ta chọn ha, chọn một trong đó.
My husband drove me here. My husband drove me here.
Or maybe we, if you say my wife drove me here.
My wife drove me here. There's all kinds of possibilities there. So you have to just choose what's ever right for you at the time. Now, this is another thing that your interviewer might ask you. This word is reason. Reason. For interview. And so this is what they're asking you. What is your reason? Why are you here today?
Why are you here today?
That's it. And there's many different answers that you could give for this, but this is probably the most upfront answer you can give. I'm here for my citizenship interview. Citizenship. Citizenship interview. Yeah. And then your interviewer might say to you, why do you want to become a U.S. citizen? Want to. Because there's two T's here, you have to separate the words. Want to. Want to. Why do you want to become? Very good. That's right. Why do you want to? So, if your interviewer asks you that, they're really starting to check what is your motivation. So tell them what motivation is, because I don't know if that's a word they would know.
Cái câu này ha, bà nói rằng nếu mà cái người giám khảo hỏi chúng ta cái câu này đó, thì họ muốn biết cái động cơ nào mà khiến chúng ta muốn trở thành công dân Mỹ. Đó, họ muốn biết cái động cơ của chúng ta.
There's many reasons why people want to become citizens.
Nó có rất nhiều lý do người ta muốn trở thành công dân Mỹ.
And for the most part, there's no right or wrong answer.
Thông thường thì không có câu trả lời đúng hay sai.
Only if you want to become a U.S. citizen to do damage to the U.S. is that a wrong answer.
Khi mà một người trở thành công dân Mỹ để mà phá hoại đất nước Mỹ đó, đó thì mới là một cái câu trả lời sai.
Let's see. Here's a very good answer.
Đây là một cái câu trả lời rất là hay.
I like the U.S. Constitution.
Tôi thích cái hiến pháp Hoa Kỳ.
And I want to have the right to vote. Those are two reasons, two very good reasons to want to become a U.S. citizen.
Đây là hai lý do rất là hay để trở thành công dân Mỹ.
When you say you like the U.S. Constitution, that is you saying that I like the way the United States is run. I like the way things happen in the United States. If you say that, that's a very good sign to any interviewer that you are a good potential U.S. citizen. Okay? So this is a very good answer. But don't say it if it's not true. For number one, if you say, I like the U.S. Constitution, then the interviewer might ask you a whole lot of questions about the Constitution. If you say you like the U.S. Constitution, but then they ask you questions and you don't know anything about it, then you're probably lying. Okay? So don't say if it's not true. If you say you want to have the right to vote, that's a very good reason to be a U.S. citizen. Why is that important? Because you're going to get lots of chances to vote when you're a U.S. citizen. And it's a right. It's also a responsibility. If you become a U.S. citizen and you never vote, then you were not telling the truth about this. There's plenty of American citizens that don't ever vote. It's very sad because there's plenty of people in the past that died to give you the right to vote. But some people don't vote. So either one of these are a really good answer. But if you're going to say, I like the U.S. Constitution, then you better know something about it. And let's see, do you have anything? Yeah. Yeah, because then the interviewer might ask you, what do you like about the U.S. Constitution? And you better have an answer ready to that. If you said that you like the U.S. Constitution, well, you better know about it.
Hai cái câu hỏi này liên quan với nhau ha. Hồi nãy cái câu hỏi trước đó thì cái câu trả lời đó là mình thích cái hiến pháp Hoa Kỳ và muốn có cái quyền để mà đi bỏ phiếu bầu cử, đúng không? Thì cái người giám khảo hỏi thêm bạn thích gì về cái hiến pháp của Hoa Kỳ ha. Đó thì Bon đang chuẩn bị.
This question just normally follows that your prior statement. So what do you like about the U.S. Constitution?
Cái câu hỏi này là hỏi theo cái câu trả lời đằng trước ha. Yeah.
And there's multiple different things that you could answer here.
Yeah, có nhiều.
Here's one answer, okay? This is not the only answer. It's not the only answer. But this is one answer. It protects human rights. Okay, protects. This almost sounds like it almost sounds like a K. It's not really, but that's the way it kind of tends to come out. Protects. 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 Put the S on the end of it. Protects. Protects. Protects human. 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 There you go. There you go. Human. That means people, right? Humans are people. People. Human rights. 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 Yeah. See, in some cases you can have one right. One right. Okay? If it has an S, there's more than one. 2, 3, 4 rights. Mm-hmm. Rights. And one of the places in the Constitution that does this is the Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights. Yeah. So we learn about that some too. Okay. Beginning the interview. All right. Please remain standing. Raise your right hand.
Raise your right hand and giơ tay phải lên ha. Yeah. So
what if they say?
Listen to the officer.
What if they say raise your left hand? The thing about it is that we don't swear using our left hand, but whenever you're going to swear to things, you raise your right hand. It doesn't matter if you're left-handed or not. Raise your right hand. Okay, that's right. Let's see what it says here. Okay, here's what they're going to ask you.
Đây là cái câu mà họ sẽ đọc hỏi ha.
I want you to listen to me first of all. Listen, okay?
Lắng nghe lời bà ha.
Don't try to say it right now.
Bây giờ chỉ lắng nghe bà đọc thôi để chúng ta
I want you to listen, and I want you to think about the words and what they mean.
Lắng nghe và suy nghĩ ha. Rồi cái câu đó có nghĩa là gì?
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? The reason why I want you to listen to that and think about it is because of this word. A promise is very important. If you make a promise, everybody expects you to keep it. Okay? A promise is not just like, yeah, we're just talking about stuff and we're just going to visit and, it doesn't matter what I say. That is not what a promise is. A promise is important. And if you're promising to tell the truth, that's important because the interviewer is going to depend on that for you to be telling the truth. If you go into that and you promise to tell the truth, but then you don't tell the truth, you're going to get in trouble somehow or another. Something's going to come up that it's going to point out that you are lying. Now, do we all lie at some points? Yeah, we do, sad to say. But if you're trying to become a U.S. citizen, you better not be lying about anything. If you are, and you're caught, that's an automatic fail. And I don't really know for sure what kind of notes interviewers take and put in your file, but it's very possible that they could put a note in your file that says, this person lied to me about such and such. And that will mean the next time you go in for an interview, you're going to get asked more questions and they're going to check you closer. So this statement, this promise is very important. That's why they have you stand and raise your right hand, because you are making a solemn promise with this right here. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, not just part of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. So help you God is a phrase that goes back to when the United States was formed. People left Europe to come to the United States for freedom to worship God. That was one of the main reasons they left Europe and went to the United States and formed a new country.
Trong cái lời thề này đó ha, thì có cái câu ngoài sau đó, so help you God, thì nó có cái lịch sử là đi lại trong cái thời mà những người từ ở Âu Châu đó, họ đi sang đây đó và thành lập nước Mỹ đó. Lý do chính đó là bởi vì họ muốn có tự do tôn giáo để họ có cái sự tự do thờ phượng Thiên Chúa một cách tự do. Đó là một trong những lý do chính mà người ta đã bỏ Anh Quốc, Âu Châu để sang bên Mỹ này. Đó, cho nên họ vẫn dùng cái từ đó, nó có cái ý nghĩa, có lịch sử mà nó cũng rất là hay, cũng là một cái chính của nước Mỹ được thành lập ra cái nền tảng đó. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this would be the answer if you want to proceed with your interview. Yes, I do. Yes, I do promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. That's what you're saying when you say, yes, I do. Okay? Okay, we're reviewing history. What is the supreme law of the land? I heard it.
Nghe ha. Nói lớn lên ha, nói rõ ha.
Does everybody know the answer?
Tất cả mọi người chúng ta có biết câu trả lời của câu hỏi này không?
Yeah. Towel in the back got it right. The first one I heard. The Constitution. That's right. Supreme. You know what supreme means? Supreme means the very final, the very top, the very best. The supreme. 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 It's an M. Supreme. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. That is right. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
Yeah, very good. Very good. That is right. The Bill of Rights. What does the Constitution do? Government. Yeah, that's it. Sets up the government. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Well, I think these are two separate rights, aren't they?
Yes. So one right, so there are two choices. So either one of those, either speech or religion.
And they're both in the First Amendment? Okay. Okay, this word is a little bit different. Religion. Religion. Normally, if you see a G, you think government. Not in this case. In this case, religion, it's a jun, religion. Speech. Okay. Remember, it has to have speech. If you leave this off, you're just saying spee. You know, you want to have speech. It's not two syllables, just one syllable, but it has to have the ending sound speech. Speech and religion. Really, see, I think these are two rights, but it says one right or freedom. I need to look at the First Amendment better. Okay, the idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words?
We the people.
Yes, absolutely. We the people. That's right. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
Very good, very good. Everybody know that? Okay, 27. What is an amendment? Constitution. Yeah. It is a change to the Constitution. Okay. There are many kinds of amendments, but in the context of this question and what you're going to be doing is having, American government questions. In the context of that, an amendment is a change to the Constitution, yes. But there's other kinds of amendments that are not related to the Constitution, okay? just to make that a little bit clear. Or maybe not clear.
Okay, let me explain real quick.
Okay,
Chúng ta
good
thấy
idea.
từ amendment đó, nó thật ra là một cái từ trong tiếng Anh mà tiếng Việt chúng ta dịch là sự thay đổi. Nhưng mà trong cái bối cảnh của cái câu hỏi này đó thì chúng ta dịch là cái sự thay đổi trong cái hiến pháp. Nhưng mà cái từ amendment nếu mà dùng trong những cái câu khác đó, nó chỉ có ý nghĩa là sự thay đổi hoặc là cộng thêm đó. Đó, cho nên là
thay đổi.
Yeah. Cho nên nếu mà chúng ta nói a change cũng được nhưng mà nó chưa có chính xác đó, cho nên cái từ định nghĩa amendment đó, nó là a change, nó là một cái sự thay đổi thôi. Nhưng mà chúng ta nói thêm cái câu trong mở ngoặc đóng ngoặc á đó thì nó chính xác hơn.
Well, and the thing about amendments to the Constitution is these are more than just changing a word here or there. This is an important change. Okay, that's why it's an amendment. It's going to change a whole lot about what the Constitution says.
Yeah. Đó, cái sự thay đổi nó không phải chỉ là đơn giản hay là ít, nhưng mà cái sự thay đổi nó rất là nhiều, nó gần, cho nên đó là một sự thay đổi lớn.
Okay, going on. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Tao to.
Bây giờ mới kêu á, chị Thảo thứ hai nha.
Say that the United no.
Just start over.
Say that the United States from Great Britain. Say that the United States from Great Britain.
Said that the United States was separate from Great Britain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom.
Said that the United States is free. Yeah. So this is the important word here. Independence. Independence. That means I'm separate from you. I'm independent of you. So that's what the Declaration of Independence did. It's free from Great Britain. That's right. That's good. You got it. Okay, this one's going to be for Tao 1. What is the economic system in the United States? Don't ask for help. What is the economic system in the United States? Oh, you just got help. Okay, that's right. It's a market economy. See, they gave you part of the answer here by asking what is the economy. Market economy. Who can explain what a market economy is?
Hỏi ai có thể giải thích cái kinh tế thị trường có nghĩa là gì?
Yeah, I thought maybe it was a little bit confusing. Yeah. Well, this is the easy way to think about it. This is what I think about. You think about going to market. Whenever you go to market, what happens? Some people sell stuff, some people buy stuff. That's what I think about when I think about a market economy. There's people selling and people buying. So it's a transition of goods. You can sell ideas, you don't have to have it be like food or something, but it's basically talking about transactions between people. That's a market economy. That's what it is.
Kinh tế thị trường có nghĩa là kinh tế có người bán, có người mua. Nếu chúng ta đi đến một cái chợ đó ha, thì bà nói cái hệ thống kinh tế thị trường nước Mỹ là có người bán, có người mua, có sự cạnh tranh với nhau.
Okay, this one is for Nah. Nobody else give the answer. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Freedom of speech and religion.
Religion, yeah. Or you could say freedom, life. There's the right to life and the right to liberty. Yeah, but I think freedom of speech and religion are two rights also. Yeah, so the bottom line is there's more than one answer, okay? So there are a bunch of rights in the Declaration of Independence, but life and liberty are some of the more common ones. I don't think that needs. Okay, do you want to try to answer this? If you don't, you can just say no. Okay, that's fine. We're going to ask Twin.
I know.
Name one branch or part of the government. You know the answer to this. You know it. Now just think about it just a minute. Name one branch or part of the government.
Công quyền.
Say again.
Công quyền. Middle.
Say again.
Việc tự do. Middle.
Cái này là cái ngành ha, cũng như là chi nhánh á. Chính phủ Hoa Kỳ ha, chính phủ thì có nhiều chi nhánh. Kể ra một trong những cái chi nhánh. Ví dụ là
Name one branch.
Hội nè, tổng thống nè, rất nhiều cái chi nhánh.
You're getting some help. Congress. Or the president. That's another part. So there's really three parts of the government, okay? Congress, the president, and the Supreme Court. That's the three parts. Yeah, three parts. So you can say one branch is Congress. Or you can say one branch of the government, the president. That would be the answers. Okay? Congress. Remember when you say Congress, to always have this on the end. Congress. Okay, what is freedom of religion? Anybody want to answer that? I can tell the answer is on the tip of your tongue. How to? Yeah, you.
Anh chị chắc chưa có này ha. Okay. Đó thì cái này mình đang.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew you knew that. You can practice any religion or not. Absolutely. I knew you knew that. Okay. What stops? Okay, this is the important word, okay? Stops. Stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful. Anybody want to try to answer that? We don't want one branch to become too powerful. So we have, that's it, checks and balances. Checks and balances. So if the president tries to take over the country, what stops him from doing that? Congress and the Supreme Court. It's checks and balances. You don't want it to get too heavy this way or too heavy. If Congress decides they're going to make all the laws that they want, they don't care about anybody else. Congress is going to make all the laws. If they decide to do that, what stops them? Sometimes the president vetoes a law, or the Supreme Court can say, you can't do that. It's checks and balances. We don't want one branch to become too powerful. That's why there's three. So if two branches, Congress and the president, agree on something, then they can potentially override a Supreme Court decision. It's very hard to do because you want to have checks and balances. Okay, what is the rule of law? Yeah, I don't know that I would be able to say that right off the top of my head either. So this is the rule of law is that everyone must follow the law. It's a little bit confusing, but anyway, that's what it is. Okay. What does everyone means everybody, right? Must follow the law. Follow the law means you have to do what the law says. Okay? So there's many laws, and one person can't look at a law and say, I don't want to follow that law. No, that's not what the rule of law says. The rule of law says everybody has to follow the law. You don't want just one person or two people or, a group of people deciding, I can do whatever I want to do. You don't want that. That makes chaos. Does everybody know what chaos is? You should. Yeah. You don't want chaos. Who makes federal laws? This is the important word right here. Federal. Say again? Who makes? Huh? Congress. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing about Congress is it's a lot of people, right? It's not just one person. Congress is a lot of people. And people get to the United States Congress by being voted on at home, meaning wherever they came from, what state they're from, that's where the people vote on those people that go to Congress. So the idea is that people in Congress are going to vote what people in Oklahoma, for instance, want. That's the idea. They're our representatives or senators. We chose them because we believe that they are going to do what we want them to do. So when Congress makes federal laws, it's supposed to be laws that the major majority in the country would be for. Do you need to explain that anymore? Okay. Who is in charge of the executive branch? President. That's right. The president. Executive means the person at the top. Executive. You have in business, in corporations, you have the chief executive officer, the person at the top. So the president is one of the top. He's the top of the executive branch. Yes. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. And that's because there are 50 states, and every state gets 2. And that's why we talked about this in the recent past. To get another state would kind of mess up things. Because then you would have 51 states, and then you'd have to have 102 senators. And that would be a little confusing. Anyway, so right now we have 50 states and they get 2 senators each. So that's 100. That's right. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? Very good. Senate and House of Representatives. Okay, when you said it, I heard how. House. There you go. Yeah. Senate and House, that's right. And the full name of the House is the House of Representatives. But House is also, it communicates. Senate and House. 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 Yeah. House. That's it. That's it. House of Representatives. Yeah, and this word is very long, as you can see, but if you're going to try to say it, you just need to break it into little pieces. And representatives is how you would say it. The Senate and House, that's the easiest thing to say. Okay, we elect a U.S. senator for how many years? 6 years is right. Yeah, 6 is right. 4 is somebody else. Yeah, 6 years for the senator. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? What's that? James Langford. Yeah, he definitely is. There he is. James Langford. You know, one of the main things I think about when I think about James Langford, he has a very deep voice. He's just a slim man, but his voice is very low. James Langford.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is the fun part.
You want us to keep going here, huh? Okay. Yes, and
this time we'll switch reading and writing. I combine them together.
How do you combine that?
So to make like the reading is the question and writing is the answer.
Oh.
So we'll just practice. Hôm nay chúng ta làm hơi ngắn tí xíu trong cái câu này đó là anh có cái câu hỏi và câu trả lời ha, cái câu viết và cái câu
because they're the only ones that are going to be in the room with the interviewer.
Yeah. Và nói lý do mà bà kêu mọi người đọc riêng đó là không phải gây khó khăn cho chúng ta, nhưng bà muốn chúng ta đọc cho nó chuẩn, bởi vì khi chúng ta vào trong phỏng vấn đó, cái cuộc phỏng vấn chúng ta chỉ có một mình chúng ta thôi, chỉ có một mình mỗi chị gặp cái người giám khảo, không có ai trong đó để giúp chúng ta, cho nên vì lý do đó mà chúng ta cố gắng đừng có ngại ha.
Okay. We're going to start right here.
Mỗi người cùng đọc nghe tự đọc riêng ha. Cái mạnh dạn lên được thôi.
Would you?
How many sisters there in the Tịch?
Okay, let me just tell you just a little bit to help. Okay. States. So you have to put the S and the T together and say states. Okay, so obviously this word is the same as this word, states. How many states? Okay. Very good. That was much better. This is always a difficult word because apparently it's hard for you guys to say you. Yeah. Okay. What I'm hearing is Jew. Yeah. No, you don't want to say Jew or Hugh. You want to say just United States. Okay, Tom?
The United States
Has
50 states.
Yes. Okay. Now let me help you with states also. Okay. States. Let her just say it just a minute. States. States. Yeah. So you have to put these two together. Stay. And then you have to put a T in there too. States. The United States has 50 states. Okay? All right, twin, this is your chance.
What is the capital of the United States?
Okay, I heard unite. You have to say United. United States. Yeah, so this is what I'm hearing. United States. You have to say United. United. You have to have two words. United. Just stop on United. 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 There you go. United. And then states. You have to have two words. So united is one word. And then you have to say states separate. Okay? You can't run them together. Don't, because that's what you tend to do, is run them together. United States. So always say united and then states. This is always a problem, yeah. But don't worry about that so much as this right now, okay? United. And then states. Okay, read it again for me.
What is the capital of the United States?
That was better. I heard a d. Because normally it tends to be like United States. That's what I hear, okay?
Yeah. United States.
No.
United States.
No.
United States.
Okay, let me see.
United.
Okay, so let me see if you
Yeah.
thì mình nói được hai trong đó nha. Okay, so that's
United.
What?
Có thịt nai giờ chị mới nhớ thịt.
What's so funny right now?
So that is meat. And nai is deer, so it's deer meat.
Okay.
So I give her deer meat so to remember.
You have to make sure that this word is separate from this word. Otherwise, somebody's going to go, what? United States. United States. Yeah. United States. Okay, going on. Okay.
Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the capital.
Is the capital. And D.C. stands for District of Columbia. Yeah. But you're right, because we don't normally say Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. We don't normally say that. We just say Washington, D.C. is the capital. That's right. Okay. Let's see here.
The colors of the flag.
Of the what?
What are the colors of the flag?
Okay.
Flag.
Flag. Yes, that was one thing I was going to ask you about, because what I was hearing was, what are the colors of the flags? Yeah, no, we don't. We just have one flag.
Mấy chị có cái này chưa ha?
Flag.
Quý thầy coi theo cái đó ha.
Yeah, and I know flag is a very hard word, and I thought you did very well. Okay, remember flag. Yeah, flag. What are the colors of the flag? Red, white, and blue. Okay, I just helped you out, Liu.
Is red, white, red. The black is bright, white and the blue. Green, the blue.
Yeah. Okay, so the flag.
The black.
Yeah, that's the hard word. Again, do your bottom lip in. Flag. 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 The flag is red. Red. Yeah, so you have to say the D. Red. 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 You don't have to make it real obvious, but you just have to have the sound there. The red. 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 White.
And
Blue. Yeah, blue. Okay, and let me tell you also, this is just white. No. Yeah. White. White. And blue. Blue. Red. White. And blue. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay.
What is in the American flag?
That's actually very good. That's actually very good. Flag, that's right. And we just talked about it. It's the red, white, and blue, plus there's stars. Okay. All right. Twin, you want to try this one?
yeah, the black has yet and white chip.
Oh, no. Okay. Flag was good. Red. This red. And white. Okay, this is the hard word. No, let me say it. See, there's 3 letters here. 3 letters, they have one sound. Okay, this word is stripes. Stripes. This part is stra. I P. Stripes. Stripes. Yeah, that's a hard word too. Stripes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Good tongue twister. You know what the red and white stripes are, right? Yeah. Stripes. That one probably you could practice in front of the mirror also. Stripes.